T minus 3 minutes and 55 seconds.
Ground pyros enabled.
The countdown clock has resumed and we are go for launch at 5:36 p.m. Eastern. With liftoff approaching, we're going to raise the volume on our launch team so you can hear the final preps taking place.
T minus 3 minutes.
T minus 3 minutes and counting. Op number 057.
Securing LO2 topping.
250.
Atlas tanks to flight pressure.
FPS internal.
$159.
Vehicle internal.
$155.
Launch sequencer start.
$150.
Securing Centaur LH2.
Securing Centaur LO2.
$140.
Launch enabled.
$137.
FPS armed.
T minus 90 seconds. The launch vehicle, payload, ground systems, and eastern range are go for launch.
120.
OCUs armed.
FCS count started.
115.
Reduce ECS for launch.
Roger.
110.
Send valves blocked.
T minus 1 minute.
T minus 1 minute.
Range green.
$40 seconds.
Stable at step 3.
$28.
Verify ECS reduced for launch.
Verified.
$25.
Status check.
Go Atlas.
Go Centaur. Go SES.
T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of the United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket, carrying SES 20 and 21 for SES, the leading provider of global content connectivity solutions.
After 15 seconds into flight, the U has gone to closed loop control. Coming up on 30 seconds into flight, RD-180 is throttled back as expected. Engine response looks good.
You're hearing the voice of Jesse Gonzalez providing launch vehicle ascent data.
And 40 seconds into flight, Atlas V is now supersonic. And the vehicle is now passing through max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. And the RD-180 is now throttling back up as expected. Engine response continues to look good. Passing a minute into flight, continuing to see good SRB chamber pressures. RD-180 pump speed and fuel injector pressures are responding well to demands on the engine. Vehicle is continuing right down the middle of the range track. And we have good burnout on all 3 SRBs. Standing by for SRB jettison in about 20 seconds. And we have good jettison of all 3 SRBs. And the vehicle has gone to closed loop guidance. And the RD-180 is throttled down as expected. Engine response continues to look good. About 2 minutes remaining in the boost phase of flight. The vehicle is now 45 miles in altitude, 70 miles downrange, traveling at 5,500 miles per hour. And passing 3 minutes into flight, the RD-180 is throttling down again as expected. Engine response continues to look good, and the RCS system is now pressurizing to flight levels. And about 1 minute remaining in the boost phase of flight. And we've had good indication of payload fairing jettison and Centaur forward load reactor jettison. And the RD-180 is now throttling up as expected. Engine response continues to look good. And the RD-180 is now throttling to maintain a constant 4.6 G acceleration limit. And Centaur has begun the boost phase chill down sequence to thermally condition the RL-10 for operation. Standing by for BECO shortly. And we've had BECO, booster engine cutoff. And we've had Atlas Centaur separation. And seeing good pre-start on the RL-10. Standing by for MES-1 shortly. And we have ignition for the first burn of today's mission. This will be the first of 3 Centaur burns for today's mission. It will last a little over 7 minutes. RL-10 operating parameters and vehicle body rates are looking good in the first part of the burn. Vehicle continues down the middle of the range track, now at 120 miles in altitude, 500 miles downrange, traveling at about 13,000 miles per hour.